Hi, I'm Mick Sadler and I bought one of these. Yes, I bought the Fujifilm 100-400, and in this review, we're going to see how it works, and I'm going to head out and take my first pictures with this lens and see how we get on. So this is the lens, and it's a bit of a beast, and I'll put the details down on the screen somewhere. And I convinced myself I didn't need this lens, and I think it's been out for a couple of years now, and I thought, yeah, I've got a 55-200, that's good enough, that'll do. But I kept on and then started to think it wasn't enough and didn't reach far enough. So I went out and bought this. That takes me up to 400, and it's a beast of a lens. On the side here, you've got several controls. You've got this one where you can have full range of autofocus, or in the up position, you've got 5 meters to infinity. Further down, the next one is aperture, so you've got automatic aperture if you want, or you can set the aperture with a ring. And then the one at the bottom is the OIS. So if you're not on a tripod, you need to use the OIS to give a more stable, really more stable shot. Now it's got this collar, and you can take this little foot off, and also you've got a locking nut there which allows the lens to move around. We've also got a little lock here which locks while you're travelling. You lock it down and then this can't travel up. You unlock it and there you go to the extension. And although this isn't dropping down, you know, to be able to lock it closed is a good thing. The old lens cap has got a button there which allows you to take it off and take it on, and a little trapdoor at the top. This trapdoor is if you've got a polarizer, and you can swivel that polarizer around and then shut it out and take your picture. Yeah, so all in all, this is it's quite a heavy sort of lens, and I'll put the weight on the screen, and yeah, so we go out and have a look at how to take some pictures. And I'm such a novice at this, taking pictures using this, that we'll see how we get on. And anyway, yeah, we'll head off out, and although the audio's not too good, hopefully it'll be good enough. I'm out today with a new lens. Got the 100-400 Fujifilm, and hopefully this will be, I'll get some different shots, a few birds if possible, but maybe that's a skill level I need to learn. And anyway, we're going to get some shots, some different shots, and hopefully some birds if if I can manage it. So we'll see how we get on. This is the very first picture that I took. There was a pair of these Egyptian geese, and I'd say this was on 270mm, and obviously we've got one in the background which I wanted to try and avoid. So I took the next shot, and with this one on its own, and again this is 211mm. A bit of a sort of side lit shot, and yeah, so I was reasonably happy with the way this come out, and the bokeh is the sort of background is going a bit out of focus, so yeah. So next one on its own again, and we've got the legs this time, albeit that the feet are in the grass. And yeah, so we then got a side lit shot of it, and I don't like this one so much, but yeah, it's reasonably sharp. I then found this tree, and they had a few sort of leaves left on, sort of autumn colours, which I quite liked against the blue sky. So this is at 138mm, and this is something I probably could have got with a lens that I've already got, 55 to 200, but wanted to see the range of what this could do. So we took this picture, which was a bit lower down, which is at 220mm, thousandths of a second at f5, an ISO of 160, and so you can see some of those are going out of focus there. We've got the sort of main subject in focus, but something that's 2 or 3 inches behind that is out of focus. So then we went on and took at 400mm at 500th of a second at 5.6 at ISO 160. We took this candid shot from quite a way away, and so yeah, I'm quite pleased with this, how sharp this does look. So we come across this this goose again, and this time we're sort of heavily backlit. So we've got the goose again, heavily backlit, and yeah, background's going out of focus, albeit you can still tell what is in the background. This is a 500th of a second. This is at 312mm, 500th of a second of f5.2, ISO 200. We then get on to the smaller birds, and this little chaffinch turned up, and this is at 1,000th of a second, f5.6, ISO 6400, which is quite high. So, but you know, it looks reasonably in sort of sharp. Taken the noise down a little bit in post, but this background, I was quite impressed with the way that everything has gone really out of focus. Now again, we got a chaffinch on the floor, and again this is at 400mm, at 6400 ISO again. So quite pleased with that. So again, there's the same little chaffinch which was about, and this one we're still at 400, and we're still at ISO 6400. It's quite a nice little shot, and I'm quite happy with the sharpness of this. So here's this last one of this little chaffinch, and it's sort of side lit, and we've got a small catch light in the eye, and this again is at 6400 ISO. So quite pleased with the way this turned out. Next one is I think this is a great tip, and there was some feeders there and some branches, and because they got like a little hide there, which is a whole place in Sig Cup. And along comes this robin. Everybody's got to have a picture of robin, and yeah, it's quite a nice little portrait of this robin, and quite pleased with the way the background has turned out. Another one of the robin on the ground, rooting about, trying to find something to eat. Right, we took this, I don't know what went wrong, because this is 220mm, and goodness knows why I wasn't zoomed into 400. This is ISO 4000, f5, a thousandth of a second. And if I'd have been zoomed into 400, obviously birds would have been so much closer. Next one up is a little blue tit, and again we're at 220, ISO 1250, thousandth of a second, and I just wished that I was on 400. So we sort of cropped this one down a little bit and give it a bit of a crop, so this is more like what it would have turned out to be. So yeah, you know, this is a sort of learning curve with this lens, and yeah, so you need a bit of practice, I think. But I'm quite pleased with this. Anyway, that's all the pictures that I took. There were a few more, some of the ground and whatever. But yeah, so I can sort of really say this lens, although it's quite heavy, is a good one for this sort of work, and I aim to use it for this and for hopefully doing some motorsport shots. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. I'll be interested if you take bird pictures and have got this sort of lens. And so yeah, if you want to know when we're posting a video, hit the bell icon, and you'll be informed every time we upload a video. And anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for staying till this late in the video. We'll see you again next time.